morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. So today is what? Can anybody tell me? We're going to go over our calendar. You can see it back there. I kind of switched it up because I have a few things to show you this morning. So what day is it today? We come Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we've already come Monday. So what could it be? What day is it? Wednesday? I think it is Wednesday. So let me go on my calendar and let's see if we can figure out what number it is. So I'm going to get my calendar over here. I'll bring it a little bit closer so you guys can see it. Okay, so it's Wednesday. Okay, we figured that out. But what month is it? Do you guys remember what month it is? Yeah, my cat says she knows. Okay, so it is April. We're still in April. So, all right. So the last time we came, it was the 20th. So can anybody tell me what number this is? This is what? We all know it's 2, but what does 2 make when it's together like this? 22. That's right, 22. So today is Wednesday, April 22nd. So let's count to 22 really quick. Ready? Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Another deep breath. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's also something else special about this day. And I talked about it on Monday a little bit, and it is Earth Day. So the day we celebrate our Earth. So I brought down my globe so you guys can see what the Earth looks like. We've shown it to you in the classroom too before, but it's been a while. So this is the Earth. Isn't it pretty? This one's pretty. They colored it. Yep, this one's kind of old. I have it up in my craft room, but I brought it down so you guys can see. So, we live in the United States. This is the United States here with Alaska being up here. Remember, we talked about Alaska. And let me make sure I'm telling you right. Hawaii is over here, okay? So, I showed you, I think, yeah. It's hard to do this when you're on the computer. So, Hawaii and Alaska. Okay, Alaska's up there. I'm sorry, I pointed over there. That's Canada. So there's Alaska. And the little pins here that I have on my globe are the places we've lived. So right now the star is Indiana. We live in Indiana. Okay? And this is, like I said, the United States. So I've lived in these several places. Alaska twice, once in Fairbanks, that's what this pin is, and once in Anchorage. Then down here I have New Mexico because that's where I grew up, is in New Mexico right here. Then I moved to Oklahoma. I had gotten married and moved to Oklahoma. My husband was in the military, in the Army. So we had moved to Oklahoma. This is, North Carolina. We used to live in North Carolina too when my husband was in the military. And then I've been to Jamaica. That's where my son got married, was in Jamaica. So that is our beautiful globe, okay? And let's go over, let's see if we can see. This is Africa right here. Up at the top, this is Europe. Up here, there's, whoops, my pins are gonna come off. Asia, Russia, Asia. This whole continent is Asia. But China, Russia, Europe, India, make sure I got them all, Europe, Africa, okay, and then way down at the bottom of the globe, that's Antarctica. That's the bottom of our globe. That's where it's cold all the time. And then you have the North Pole, which is up at the top. So, lots of beautiful things on our planet. It is a big planet. We are just tiny little specks on this big planet we call Earth. So, today we're going to celebrate Earth Day, and I'm going to show you a few things. But first, let's go over our morning song. Shall we do that? So everybody get your clapping hands out. Again, I don't have Sally today because I'm going to show you a few things. So let's get our morning song. Ready? Get your clapping hands ready. All right. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? I'm fine, how about you? I'm fine, how about you? I'm fine, how about you? How are you today? Wave to your neighbor, say hello. Wave to your neighbor, say hello. Wave to your neighbor, say hello. How are you today? So my cat is up on the counter, which she's not supposed to be, so I'm going to shoo her away really quick. She really is enjoying being over here because Miss Joy's got a little bowl full of milk, and I'll tell you more about that in just a second. So we've gone over our calendar. We did our morning song. I talked about our special day is Earth Day today. So let's go over our weather really quick. So let's go take a look outside. You guys go look out your window, and I'm going to go look out my back door, and let's see what it looks like outside. Oh, it looks really nice outside. And according to the weatherman, this is going to be the nicest day this week. So it is sunshiny. I think the high is going to be 70. So, oh my goodness, what a wonderful day to celebrate our Earth. And there's a few things that you guys can do today that would be fun to do outside, or, you know, do a chalk outside, ride your bike. I know one of you has like a riding camper or driving camper. How fun is that? I think that was Laurel. So get outside today if you guys can. It's beautiful. It's going to be beautiful out. Today is my niece's birthday, so here after I get done teaching you guys, I am going to go help decorate their front porch. She can't have a birthday party like she normally would, so we are going to have a bunch of people. She doesn't know this. It's a secret. But she's going to have a bunch of people come by the house and honk their horn and say happy birthday to her. And so we're really excited about that. I know it doesn't replace having a party, but that's the best that we can do right now because, again, we don't want to get anybody sick. So that's why we've been staying away from each other, and we have to do videos like this. So it's okay, though, because she's going to have a great day no matter what. Miss Joy has a couple of surprises for her herself that I made for her. So, okay, back to Earth Day. All right. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. It's sitting right here. Let's do our Pledge of Allegiance really quick. Okay, so let's get that ready. Right hand on your heart. You guys should know this by heart now. Okay, you ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so now we've done everything I think we're supposed to do. Miss Joy's just excited because I love Earth Day. Earth Day is my niece's birthday, the 22nd. Earth Day is every April 22nd. So that is my niece's birthday. And actually my best friend that I grew up with, it's her birthday as well. So I want to wish Kylia and Michelle a happy birthday. All right, so back to the fun. So today I'm dressed in yellow and black and white because we talked about bees on Monday. And I thought, hey, I'm going to dress like a bee today. I'm going to read you a book about Winnie the Pooh and the bees. Okay, so I'm going to read you that book here in a little bit. And then I told you I would show you guys about the bees that we had in our house. And I show you some pictures. So Miss Joy likes to scrapbook. Okay, Miss Joy likes to be creative. So Miss Joy, let's see if I can get this right here. Okay, so Miss Joy scrapbooked. So I don't have the pictures individually, but Miss Joy scrapbooked all about the man that came to take the bees out of our house. So if you guys can see my pages okay, I hope you can. What is this? What does this look like? A beehive. That's right, it looks like a beehive. So Miss Joy used her machine that cuts out things, and I cut out a hive. And let's see. Oh, so let me show you some of the pictures. I'll take one down. So I told you that the gentleman that came to take care of the bees, okay, wore a special suit And hold on, my computer stopped really quick. Okay, there we go. It didn't stop, but on my end it did. Okay, so you can see his special suit he had to wear. He had to wear this white suit and a mask or a little hood that had a mask on it that was like netting, okay? So it was like netting. And do you see what he's doing? Can you see that? He's putting the honeycomb in this bucket, and it's got bees all over it. So he had to get up on this ladder, okay? See the ladder? And that's where all the honeybees were, was in this part of a roof that was outside some windows that we had. So that's how Miss Joy took the pictures. I didn't go outside to take the pictures. I was inside looking out some windows that actually behind me, where the cabinets are, that's where the windows used to be. And we had them taken out when we did the kitchen so we could have more cabinet space. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go let my cat out. She's driving me crazy. Come on. You want to go? You want to go down the basement? All right. She loves to go down the basement, so I let her go down. Okay. So do you see the honeycomb? You see that honeycomb with the bees? And see that? Remember I talked about he had a big long knife called a machete? That is the machete. And this on top of it, that is honeycomb. That is what the bees produce in their hive. And it's sticky and sweet and wonderful. But that's what the bees make. That's their primary purpose in life, is to pollinate and make honey. That's what bees do. So the gentleman that wore the special suit that came to take care of our bees used this climbed up on the ladder, and he wasn't a young guy, he was an older guy. Climbed up there, used his machete to pull out. So he stuck his machete in the roof line and pulled it out, and there was honeycomb and lots of honeycomb. So what he did, Miss Joy's allergy, sorry. What he did is he pulled out that honeycomb and he put it in that bucket, okay? So let me show you on the other page. Okay, you can see him holding the honey too. Can you guys see that? I know there's a little bit of a reflection on it, but he's holding that honeycomb in his hand with his gloved hand. And when he wears a special suit, the bees can't sting him. So, and they know that he's disrupting their hive. Bees don't like that too much. You have to wear that special suit and gloves so you don't get stung, because they will sting. But see how he got up on the ladder? Got up on the ladder. And more honeycomb. And there's a close-up. So there's the knife with the honeycomb on top of it. That's me taking pictures of the inside. So, lots and lots of honey. And what he did is he put all that honeycomb in a bucket. And he said, okay, I'm going to let you know that all that honeycomb will be gone in the morning. And this was the afternoon before. And I was thinking, there's no way. Well, he told me there's bees called robber bees. And what they do is they're not necessarily honeybee, but they take the honeybee's work and call it their own, and they go in and steal all of the honey out of that honeycomb. So he told me the next day the bucket would be empty. And I was like, I don't know. Well, let me tell you, those honeybees came, or the robber bees came, and when I went to look out in the bucket the next day, all the honey was gone. The bucket was practically clean. So they don't joke around. So I'm not sure what they do with that honey when they're done, go feed their bee family. I have no idea. But it was crazy. So Miss Joy decided to mimic a bee. If you have yellow and black and white, maybe you could wear that today. So, and be a bee. So there's a couple of things I want to make with you guys today, okay? But I want to show you some cool stuff first. So today is Earth Day, and we want to take care of our big, beautiful Earth, okay? Our big, beautiful Earth gives us sunshine. Well, the sun gives us sunshine, but it gives us our water that we drink, and it gives us the food that we eat, and takes care of us, okay, as humans. So we want to take care of it. It also takes care of our animals. So we want to take care of our Earth by doing 3 things. We want to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Okay, those are the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. So I'm going to show you some things that I did to do that for Earth Day, and I do every day. So we have a trash service, and I gotta blow my nose. 1 second. I'm not sure. Okay. Sorry. Allergy season, when it's beautiful outside like this, my allergies act up. Okay, so we reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, so to reduce, what you do is when you don't need your lights on and you're out of the room and you're in the living room and the kitchen lights are on, go shut the kitchen lights off. If nobody's in the kitchen, lights don't need to be on. So you can go turn those off. When you're brushing your teeth, don't run the water the whole time if you don't need the water until you're done brushing your teeth to rinse your mouth out. So turn the water off. Another thing is, let's see, I'm trying to think. Definitely, your car. Right now, not a lot of us are using our cars, and that's great because cars produce pollution, which goes in our atmosphere or the area where all the clouds are up in the air, and it can cause harm to our planet. It causes pollution. So if you don't have to ride or drive in your car, ride your bike. So if your family has bikes, go out and ride your bike somewhere instead of taking the car. Obviously, for long trips with the whole family, that's really hard. But if you're just going to stay in town or by your house, everybody get out their bike and ride their bike instead. So that's what we can do to reduce our harm on our planet. Okay, so the next one is reuse. Okay, so this is important. So Miss Joy, let me show you. Now my cans are kind of crumpled. Okay, but this is a soda pop can. Miss Joy and her husband and my kiddos love soda pop. So what we do when we're done with our cans, we don't throw them in the garbage because they can be recycled. So, but I did something kind of special with my cans. So let me show you really quick. All right, so here's what the can looked like before. All right, and then Miss Joy used a pair of scissors, some tin snips, and I snipped up my can, okay? So I took this part off and the bottom part off, and that left me with like a little tube. Then I cut down the line and opened it up, and so it was kind of a curly, I should have saved some of that, I guess, but it was kind of a curled up piece of aluminum. But what Miss Joy did is I cleaned it up really good, and then I have, like I said, I scrapbook a lot, so I have special folders that are called embossing folders. So I stuck, see, that's part of the soda pop can, Coca-Cola. So what I did, and I'll show you the other side, what I did is I stuck this in a folder and ran it through a machine that puts pressure on it, and it made this design. So it kind of looks like, it's real metal for sure. This is aluminum. This is the metal called aluminum that can be easily recycled. So, but I reused it. So what I can do with this is I can color it. I'll show you a colored one here in a minute. And I can put it on a card. I could put it in a frame and do something fun with it. Most likely I'll put this on a man's card or boy's card because it kind of looks like a toolbox. So I have a stamp upstairs that looks like a toolbox. So that's what you can do with that. But I'll show you. Okay, so here's another one I did with another part of that same soda can. Let's see. Aha! Look at that. See? It says Coca-Cola. I just cut them in half. So, all right, so out of that same can, Miss Joy ran it through another folder she has that has a cross. And I ran it through, and what it does is embosses. It presses and does what's called embossing on the metal. So if you can see, it does an impression on it. Okay, I don't know if you can see that really well. So then Miss Joy took, you can take Sharpies, Sharpie markers. Remember, they're permanent, so you have to have a parent's permission. And you got to be careful because if you get it all over you, it stains your fingers for a little bit. So I took basically Sharpie markers, okay, and I colored in my cross in the different areas. And then I took alcohol, or the isopropyl alcohol, and a dropper. And I did, and we've done this before. If you guys got your tiles, if Miss Nix put your tiles in your bag with all your projects, that was one thing we did. We actually worked with markers and the isopropyl alcohol, and we made designs on these tiles and put your names on them. So this one, same thing, okay, because the alcohol in the marker puts the color out there, and then the isopropyl reacts with it. So let me do my computer again. This is going to be a long one this morning. Okay, so then it took and made the colors all blend and do something really pretty. So yeah, so that was my reuse. I'm going to reuse this. I'll probably put it on a card. I could also put this in a frame. I could just hang it up on my refrigerator. That's probably what I'll do for now. But yeah, so that's one way of reusing things. Okay, I'm going to show you another thing that we can reuse. Now, I emailed everybody yesterday about, hopefully you guys have been saving all of your tubes, okay? From here on out, save your tubes because we might be using them a lot. It's a way to recycle or reuse these, okay? So this is another thing we're going to do today. I'm going to probably do a separate video on that. But we're going to make a rain maker, a rain stick. Can you hear that? Whoa, sounds like rain. So we're gonna make a rain stick today out of a paper towel roll and some aluminum foil and that. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But we're gonna make one of these today, or hopefully you're gonna get to make one of these at home. Okay, so that's my rain stick. All right, so then I'm gonna do a little science experiment, okay? So I think I'll show you guys that. Oh, another thing I reused. I actually took little plastic cups and I used the permanent markers and colored the plastic. So I colored on the inside here. Then you take and put this in the oven, and if any parents want this tutorial and you have plastic cups, don't go out and buy them, okay? That's not necessary. But if anybody wants to try this and you already have the stuff at home, then just email me and I'll send you the instructions for it. But I just melted. They're just little cups, plastic cups that I had laying around, and I saw a tutorial on YouTube and Pinterest. So I thought, hey, I'll try it. But you put them in the oven and it melts, the heat melts the plastic and makes it look like a flower. So that's another thing of reusing plastic instead of just throwing it in the recycle bin. You can make some beautiful flowers and put them in a vase. So I didn't finish mine, but that was my pretty flower made with Sharpie markers and plastic and melting it in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys an experiment really quick. Okay, I thought this was very, very cool. And what you're going to need for this, okay, is you're going to need a bowl. It doesn't have to be a clear bowl, okay, but mine is clear so I can show you guys, okay, and put milk in it. If you have milk, it doesn't matter what kind of milk it is, just put some milk in there, okay. It's more so you can see it visually, but here's milk, okay, and milk is kind of dense, meaning that it's thicker than water. So you're going to take some milk, okay, and put it in a bowl. Then you're going to take food coloring, okay, food coloring. Hopefully you guys all have food coloring in your pantry or for baking and that. So you're going to need, I had blue and green, thank goodness, because the only other color I could find was yellow. I don't know what happened to my red. So you need blue and green for sure, okay? And then you're going to need a Q-tip, okay, a Q-tip, and I forgot to grab it out, but let me grab, you're going to need some dish soap, okay? And you only need a little drop of the dish soap, okay? So dish soap, milk in a bowl, your blue and green food coloring, and a Q-tip, okay? So let me move this where you guys can see. Can you guys see that? And move it back out. Okay, so here's our experiment, all right? And you guys can maybe try this while you're waiting to watch the video of me making the rain sticks. That's gonna take a hot second for me to do that. So all you gotta do is put some drops, this is blue, a drop there, drop there, drop there, I'll do one more. 4 drops, okay? 4 drops of blue, and then you're gonna take your green, and we're gonna do some drops of green. So why do you think I chose blue and green? Our Earth. If you look at a picture of Earth from the sky, or that an astronaut has taken. It's beautiful blue and green. Blue is for the water and green is for the land. You'll also see some white in there for the water, the ocean. But, so that's, I guess, our white of our milk. So, I put some droplets in here and they're just kind of hanging out in the milk. Now, I also poured my milk in this bowl before I even started this video so it would sit. You want your milk to set for a few minutes, okay? So do that first before you do anything, is pour your milk in the bowl and set it aside. And then you can gather all the rest of your stuff. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your dish soap, okay? And you're going to put it, I'll show you guys, you're going to put a little bit, just drop on your Q-tip, okay? On your Q-tip like that. You guys see that? And then the magic happens. You're going to take your Q-tip. I'm going to put a little bit more soap. There we go. Oop. Making a mess. Okay. So, then you're going to take your Q-tip and you're just going to touch it. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Touch it. Look at how the colors, they'll move like crazy and make this big, beautiful thing. And if you hold it down, do you see how it moves all those colors? Wow. Now, I did this last night just to try it and see how cool it was. But you can just keep touching all over and it moves the blue and green all around the milk. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. You guys see that? How it's all moving? So then the magic doesn't end there. Okay, I kind of left mine for a little bit. Okay, and I'll put that right there. Okay, so I left mine for a little bit and just watched it. It is so cool what it does. Over time, the colors still move and they go and they do the coolest things ever. So if you're really patient and you watch it for a little while, you can see things change. You can see a different pattern in the colors. Coolest thing ever, and it looks like the earth. So try that at home. I hope that you guys can. I hope you guys have most of the things to do this. And you can keep playing with it. It isn't going to hurt it. So just keep playing. If you need, use the other side of your Q-tip and get some soap on that. And keep playing with it. And like I said, if you leave it, it does some really cool things. Like I got a bubble in there yesterday. And it was so crazy because the bubble was moving in the milk. And it was moving my pattern and making the coolest pattern ever. So, like I said, just try it out. Such a cool experiment and easy to do. All right, so there's my experiment for today. I am going to read the book and do the video on that. Let's just show you. Ooh. So be on the lookout for that, and then I'll have a video for how to make the rain stick. Okay? All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.